Welcome back to the HoodCast.
The opinions expressed on the HoodCast are those of the guests and the host. They reflect no inference or agreement by HoodTech Productions or HoodTech Productions LLC or HoodCast LLC. The information presented on the HoodCast is not intended to offend any race, creed, religion, sexual orientation, or nation of origin. Please listen at your own discretion.
It is now time.
It's time.
Get ready. Let's do it.
What's good?
What it do, Willie Biggs? I think that it is time for the show, bro.
All right, it's the HoodCast theme song. It's about time we gave y'all a new one. So G-Mac got us in the booth. Let's go.
Hey man, we back. It's the show from the past. So get your drink and grab a seat because we're here. And if I didn't before, let me make it clear. We on Instagram and Facebook, turn us loud up in your ear. We're shining brighter than a hanging crystal chandelier. Hanging from the roof, shenanigans funny as hell. You know, man, we the truth. Without further ado, I hit the boards and grab the mic. We get online a little early so we can get our sound right. And then we go off and show off when we do our thing. We spit the truth to the world. I hope you understand our slang. I am the host who they call G-Mac the boss. Trying to make up for the lost time in the few years that we lost. We play that 5S music, it's the same thing all the time. My passion is so depth, but you can tell it in this rhyme. I'm good on my refreshments, I done been went to the store. The moment we all be waiting for. It's our time now for the show, yeah.
All right, let's go. It's HoodCast. You know what it is, your favorite show, twice a week. www.hoodcast.podomatic.com, hoodtechproductions.com. G-Mac, don't tell them what it is, bro.
The show that's in the present, but it's from the past. They say the HoodCast was a one hell of a cast. It's the show that say that makes your stomach weak. Instagram and Facebook twice a week. The show that's in the present, but it's from the past. They say the HoodCast was a one hell of a cast. It's the show that say that makes your stomach weak. Instagram and Facebook twice a week.
This is Robot Ron, and now the moment you all been waiting for. G-Mac, Willie Biggs, and Code.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome back to another edition of HoodTech Presents the HoodCast. www.hoodcast.podomatic.com. Let me get this thing off here so y'all can see me. Where I'm at? Eyes a black screen. Here I go, y'all. What's up, y'all? This is HoodCast 261. It's tax day, people. It's tax day. Willie Biggs.
What's happening, folks? How y'all feeling tonight?
Jen E, the queen of the tech. Kokomo done.
Hey, motherfuckers, how y'all doing?
Oh, shit. Shit. The boys plus girl is in this thing.
One of them shows, baby.
It's one of them shows, y'all.
Yeah, I was excited. I couldn't even fucking sleep last night, so I didn't. How about that?
It's gonna be one of those shows. Jen's mom's not listening, so we gonna cut the
Thank
fuck
God.
loose.
I told her I rolled up on something, baby. Just no, ma'am, no.
Bless his heart. Bless him heart. Bless him.
Hey, how do you know? She probably be like, I don't think Jen gonna even know this.
Yeah, she gonna log right on in.
Oh my God. Can't believe my daughter is talking like this.
It ain't her daughter she got to worry about. Jen's a good girl. She keeps it pretty clean.
It's Cokie. It's Cokie.
I wasn't even gonna try to get him. I knew she was gonna say Cokie. We know Cokie is you.
Right.
Well, you know, it's the difference when you want to be bad and when you don't want to be bad. You know, it's a big
Cokie, you in rare form most shows.
I want to be bad.
The thing about Jen is, though, this representation right here is not the whole story. Y'all go back to some HoodCast and look up, and Jen, you'll get a little more insight.
Right. Talk about way back.
I don't want to.
So, y'all, I've been looking at YouTube, you know, just like everybody else and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just bullshitting around. And I came across first of all, let me say this.
Oh God.
No, I don't want think that I've talking about people about their disabilities or anything like that. I'm just thinking about situations.
Father in
Okay.
heaven.
Well, that's what the disclaimer's for. So
Yeah,
please
right.
proceed.
So I seen an episode. Well, not an episode though. I came across but though I remember it was an episode way back in the day where it was some twins and they were conjoined. Though what it was is they share the same body, though they have each and one of them have different organs. They got their own organs and they got their own mind. So it's a head over here, right here. So with the thing, so one control the right side and the one control the left. So that's how they move around and walk and shit like that. So now
So what do they share, Cookie?
a body. They share the body. They share
Well,
one
they
body.
connected at the torso.
No, they connected right here on the shoulders. Like,
This connected by skin.
yeah.
So they only got 2 arms and 2 legs and they got 2 heads.
Oh shit!
They got the same body. They got 2 arms and 2 legs. Each one of them got a heart. Each one of them got 2 different lungs. They got all of that. Though one of them head is on the other side of the shoulder.
Gotcha.
So his head is on the shoulder. He don't got no neck.
Right? It's got a neck. It's got a neck.
It's got a neck.
She's got a neck.
Okay, she's got a neck. All right. Okay, let's be respectful here. It's got a neck.
Yeah, but she's got a neck. They are, like I said, they share the same body. My thing is, because see, like, the situation is, one of them scared of heights and the other not. One of them might want to suck a dick and the other might not. You know, and it might be a black dick, and then the other one might be prejudice. I'm just saying the situation that it is. I mean, and first of all, even they, I don't know for me as for who I am, is that I can date a woman with 2 heads, you know, on the body. I mean, it's like,
okay. We see
say, like, both you motherfuckers is fine, man. Like, both of them fine in the motherfucker.
Oh,
I mean, but it's one body.
Okay, we get it. It's one body. What are we? We're not even 10 minutes into the show, and already he is. We didn't. Okay. At some point, we're gonna have to.
Hey, I need for y'all to correspond with me. I need for y'all to
oh God, he said
get in the chat line. And
put up some comments in there.
And put some comment. Could you, as a man, or could you, as a woman, mess with a man who he got 2 heads but 1 dick though? It'd be hell if he had 2 dicks. Hey, me and my brother will walk in there and say, we're gonna fuck both of y'all tonight, okay?
Okay. G-Mac, since we just went crazy for about 10 minutes, can you tell people where to send their music if they want to get their music played on the show?
Actually, yo, world, if you would like your music played on the HoodCast, please send it to us at thehoodcast@gmail.com. Original MP3s, please. No links at all.
Could you fuck with a guy if he had 2 heads?
I don't think she would. The title of our show today is Tax Day. I don't know where Kokomo took that.
You know
I mean, the whole show can't be about taxes. I just got to.
The whole show is not about taxes, but the whole show is not going to be about
motherfuckers.
We're not going to be talking about a Siamese, whatever the fuck that was you came
No, they're not Siamese. I'm just wanting to know.
Okay, you asked the question. We don't have an answer. Audience members, please send us comments in the chat. G-Mac, you can give us a question of the day. Is that our question of the day? If there was a conjoined individual, could you date a conjoined individual? Let's keep it as PG. What's the proper phrase term? Jen, you're the medical professional here. Is it conjoined? Co-joined? What is it? Conjoined.
It's a conjoined twin.
How you spell it?
Conjoined.
C-O or C-O-N?
C-O.
Coke gonna help you either way it go.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
It's C-O-N.
I thought so. Conjoined.
Yeah.
Not cojoined. Conjoined.
Excuse me. I have a question.
So it's
Yes.
conjoined.
Conjoined.
C-O-N join. Conjoined, not cojoined.
I
Conjoined.
have a question.
Yes, please. Can we get some?
What? And I cannot emphasize this enough. The fuck, Coach.
He told
How
you he
did
didn't
we
sleep all
get
night.
here?
Hey, he told. Hey, that's the random question of the day, folks. Would you date a conjoined twin?
Hey, because I'm going to tell you something.
Hey, you hit one up from the back of the other line.
Listen, but listen. Hey, the other one of them prejudice and the other not.
Oh God.
One of them prejudice. One of them want to suck a black dick and the other be like, you gonna. I mean, hey, and I'm gonna give him some pussy tonight too, girl. I mean,
one of them super deep and the other will keep backing you up.
with the left arm though, she ain't got but one arm that she can control. She got the left arm fucking with you like go, no. And the other sister with the right arm slapping her ass.
He has given this a lot of thought.
A lot of unnecessary energy was spent on this topic.
So, Koki, what strand are you getting?
We should get a sponsorship. I don't know what strand you're smoking, but please, if you can send it to us, we got to get our own. We can need a HoodCast strand. We need a Hood Tech strand of that.
This shit growing on me. Can't you see this? I'm fucking a walking weed plant right now. You see, Ali, this is weed right here. This,
oh my God, boy, that boy's insane.
All this is weed right here.
As he said, he didn't go to sleep last night.
Hey, I just light the shirt up and just get hot.
Coke is a nut, man. What? This is our Monday HoodCast. You can see we're coming off the weekend, so everybody's a little wired up. There's no special guest tonight. Everybody. Happy Easter for those of y'all that celebrate that.
That celebrate Easter. I want to know one thing before we go on the break, though. What the fuck do a rabbit got to do with eggs?
You said what?
What the fuck does a rabbit have to do with eggs?
That's a good question.
What does a rabbit have to do with Jesus?
Nothing. I'm trying to get past the egg part first.
What comes first, the egg or the rabbit?
Neither.
Or Jesus?
Maybe
if you ask them little kids,
I would expect Jesus. Jesus. I mean, that's what we would expect, you know.
Is it just a money grab? The rabbit, the eggs, the chocolate.
All of it is a money grab.
I don't mind getting 50 to 75% off all the candy. But let me ask you something. Who eats marshmallow peeps?
Shit. I'm going to tell you something right now. Drive your ass out here to Maryland. I would take you to National Harbor. They got a whole fucking peep store. Somebody eating them goddamn peeps. Somebody's. I don't know if they still haven't been out there in a while. But they used to have a peep store. Somebody eating some peeps out this motherfucker. Somebody's eating.
You know what? And I got an uncle that
yellow birds. You make the marshmallow yellow birds, huh?
I got an uncle that every Easter he dresses like one. It never fails.
He dresses like a peep.
His suit. He looks like a marshmallow peep. Lester.
I thought you meant he actually went out to like a costume shop and bought a costume.
No, the colors of his suits. One year he had a cape.
Oh, well, he an Easter pimp. Kokomo got a bright green with pink trim ass suit with the cape and hat to match. I know he do. I've never seen it, but I know Kokomo does. And I suspect he got the shoes to match. And the see-through nylon socks. Am I wrong? Give me a high five on that, Coach.
Yeah. It's not quite in that order, with the peep thing, but mostly all of my attire has the socks, the shoes, the hats, the earrings, and everything else to match. The earrings.
The earrings. Did you not say
I like accessories.
I'm telling you, I
love accessories. Okay.
A pimp's attire is basically an Easter suit every day of the week. But it is. Think of how your nephew dressed for Easter. That's a pimp's attire.
COVID slowed me down the whole. I got like 4 pair of tennis shoes now.
It's something I don't own a whole lot of.
Sneakers?
Hmm.
I'm a sneaker
Give it
junkie. I got a whole closet full of sneakers.
I
I
got
had an
about
Air
four
Force One
pair now.
collection
Four,
that would
five.
make a nigga
I'm
envious.
just now like really owning a great deal of sneakers.
I can't say that. I always had a balance between sneakers and shoes. After I got in my 30s, I started wearing more shoes. But I grew up, well, I'll tell you what. Tell you a little story before we go into our break in 3 minutes. It's going to be short. I was a little kid. Mom came home when Nikes first came out. This is like I'm in 4th grade or some shit like that. The Nike, remember the Cortez Nikes, the first ones, the red,
Cortez.
white, and blue ones, reds?
Hmm. And I
Before
have
they
a
had
pair.
Jordans. Yeah, all of that shit. Before they had Jordans, before they had Air Force Ones, they had Cortez. She brought a pair home. I was like, oh shit, because all the kids started wearing these new sneakers called Nikes. Put them bitches on. It was too small. But as a little kid, I'm thinking, fuck that. I'm gonna rock these. They're gonna have to hurt my feet. I'm going to school in these new Nikes that everybody talking about tomorrow. She see me there trying to wobble around in the house, and she's like, them shoes too tight. I'm like, no, they fine. She grabbed me. You know how your mama touched down at the front time? My boy, I can feel your toe poking up.
Your toes.
I'm gonna get you some that fit tomorrow. We'll get you some. Those were on sale. The ones that fit me was not that design for my size, was regular price. And back then, regular price was $69.99.
Yep. For Cortez.
$69.99. My mom was like, I ain't paying that kind of money for no shoes. So she picked me up some capers. Yeah, nigga. She picked me up some capers. So I had Nikes when she left. I had capers when she came back. That is the emotional equivalent of having a
wings.
Nigga, that's like you had Bitcoin, you making it on Monday, and your ass was back on social services on Tuesday.
Oh wow. You
So
went
yeah,
from Cortez to Capers. I'm so sorry.
Cortez the Capers. So I know about sneakers. So because of that trauma, that's my trauma story. That's my origin story as a sneaker villain. When I got my first job working in a movie theater, the first thing I did was went and bought myself some name brand sneakers. And from that point on, nigga, it was the best of nothing for me when it came to shoe game. When I ain't had no fucking car, I still had fresh kicks. I was always about the kicks. So anyway.
Me personally, I want to tell my story though, but my story is a sad story. When I went to buy my first kicks, some bullshit happened. So. Unfortunately for me, I don't want to.
Due to what they call it? Statute of limitations, you can't discuss it. So we got about 30 seconds before we hit our 20-minute break, and we want to thank y'all for joining us.
We starting to fuck, dude. Jen, who's that motherfucking people in the background?
We're gonna talk about that in our next segment. Let's say that.
Living legend.
Living legend. We're gonna show our respect to living legend on the top of the next segment.
All right.
And this is tax day. If you ain't got them in, I hope you got an extension in. And I want to say I had a lovely visit.
Extend this dick off in you like we've been doing it all year long.
Hey, we gonna talk about how people good on tax season, boy. Tax day.
Do you think the government ever bust one? Do we ever get out?
Stay in your all time. Hey, guess what, y'all? We just fucked y'all 20 minutes of your time.
Stand me like, oh, motherfucker, yeah.
20 minutes of your time. Let's play some music. We get out of here for a minute. Give y'all a little break. We're gonna be right back and talk about tax day.
Yes, we shall be right back after this, world.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
Yes. Be right here. Don't waste time. Yeah. Right. Be right here. I am fully present. I am here. Right now. Be right here. Be right here. Gone till November, gone in the moment of living in the present. I am a proponent. Stop fighting against life and being your own opponent. Tomorrow ain't promised. Let's act like we know it. Now one thing is for sure, nothing is guaranteed, so I shall proceed to slow down my speed. Learn how right here, right now. Ain't gotta plow through everything you do. No pain, no gain, not always true. Take time, boy, smell all of them roses and enjoy the view. Every breath we take, every move we make has the possibility of being filled with serenity. Why wait to live? Our all to this moment is what we want to give. So breathe and be right here. Be right here. Be right here. Be right here. Don't waste time. Be right here. Be right here. Don't waste time. Present. Be right here. I am be right here. Don't waste time. Now. Be right here. Be right here. Don't waste time. Life is fleeting, thoughts be competing. The past versus present and the future so misleading. Sometimes being still is what we're needing most. So connect with your breath. Don't worry about the next moment. See, summers we be counting. Bills never stop mounting. So breathe and be right here, my dear. Oh, be right here. Be right here. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Be right here. Be right here. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. I allow myself to relax in the present. I choose to be in the present. I am here now as I love and approve of myself right in this moment, right here, being right here, right here. Be right here, be right here. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Be right here, be right here. Don't waste time. Don't waste time.
Don't waste time. Be right here on the HoodCast with us. You see what I'm saying? Kicking it with us. Chilling with us. Acting the fool with us. We're back. Second segment of HoodCast. 261. Everyone is here. Coke and Mo is
Be
still
right here. That was our girl Tony Blackman. Really like that joint.
Yep.
Very inspirational. Be right here. Focus on them now. Jen, before we get into some craziness, please let's get some onto our brother K Slay.
Drama King, Mr. Street Sweeper himself, legendary. Keith Grayson, Drama King, K Slay out of New York, Hot 97, passed away. Late last night, actually Easter Sunday, he passed away. He had been in the hospital for about 4 months, battling COVID. Slay was 55 years old. Slay was very necessary to the game. 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, French Montana, many others.
Yep, he gave T.I. home on mixtapes before people even knew who T.I. was. He welcomed him to New York.
Yeah. It was a lot of people that we would not have known who they were. Max B, Big L. We would not have known. Believe it or not, Slay had been around since 1984. He was a graffiti artist.
Yep, featured in the movie Wild Style.
Yeah. At first, Grandmaster Flash, DJ Red Alert. He sat at the feet of these brothers and learned the turntables. And became an icon. This man, 1 a.m. in the morning, his show?
That's right, Street Sweeper Radio.
For over 20 some odd years. Right now, I went on that Piff and a couple of more sites right now, and I mean, trying to get the first Street Sweeper is hard. Very hard right now. If you can get a hold of it, I actually have it. If you actually get a hold of the first Street Sweeper, it is legendary. This is back when mixtapes, this is the foundation of every single mixtape, and you will never hear anything like it, ever. He recently, and y'all forgive me if I'm wrong, he just did a mix where it was what was it, 100 rappers?
Yep, 110, I think.
110.
Include my HU fam, Tracy Lee's on there.
Yeah.
Trey Lee's on that joint. I mean, he brought
110 rappers. He bought out everybody. This is the level of respect that this cat had.
On one song.
And on
Look it
one
up.
song.
Look up K Slay 110. You'll see it.
And matter of fact, I saw it on YouTube this morning. 110. Yep. And it is literally one of the best pieces of work that you will hear. It is truly hip hop. K Slay is truly hip hop. And it was an honor to have met him the times that I hadn't met him.
Yep. Rolling Deep, 110 deep. I'll put the link in the joint for those who
I mean, like, how long is that motherfucker, man?
Dude, I mean, K Slay is
It's long.
yeah, it's long. He did Rolling 50 Deep, but then he did 110 Deep.
He did
And
110 as a challenge, really.
you would think, honestly, you might think, oh, that's gonna be whack. No, when everybody that got on that record knew you had to deliver like a monster, because it was monsters on that record. You got Sheik, you got Trey, like I said, you got everybody on that record, and these cats are going.
And let me say
hard.
this, Jada is on there too. And I mean, to me, Jada does not get the credit he deserves.
But I'm telling you, nobody else could have pulled this off though.
Nobody could have done
Nobody
that.
else could have pulled this off but K Slay. Like, I can't think. Well, maybe Flex, but even then, there would have been some.
It would have been something behind that.
Because the thing about it is, like, Slay was one of the cats that you never heard or seen nobody having no beef with Slay. I'm gonna drop the link.
But I will tell you this too: Slay would also shut you down. You could try it. He was the icon of the insult.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he was and hilarious. Fucking
he was.
Hilarious.
I mean, his comedic timing was awesome.
Now his thing, I gotta give him credit too. He brought the internet modeling, the black female model thing. Of course, he ain't the first one to have females modeling magazine and all that thing, but he took it to a whole nother level. We started doing it on the HoodCast years ago, back 10 years ago. But when K Slay started doing it, his models became like the signature celebrity bartenders in all the clubs, strip clubs and regular clubs. Like, people wanted to hire those models to bartend. But the magazines, the car shows, you name it, K Slay had a game on lock. But
and when he announced that he was going to be somewhere, he bought everybody out.
And the thing about it was, he did it, and people was like, "Oh, you a hustler with it, you're a pimp with it." No, those women were in charge. K Slay stood back and let the women shine. Like, he did records with female artists that weren't just about sex, or not saying there's nothing wrong with that. It just K Slay recognized MCs. You didn't have to pull out your booty and you didn't have to pull out your breast. You just had to be dope talent. You had to be dope talent. That's what Slay brought every time. There was nobody on the K Slay record just because they was popular or because they had following and because they was sexy. Because they was there because they was talented. So yeah, we're gonna miss that brother in a major way. I want to get that.
Shut down New York when they get ready to have his funeral. They're going to shut it down. Y'all think X shut down New York? Slay is gonna have a major funeral.
Yeah, because everybody, there's nobody on in the 5 boroughs that can. I don't know. I didn't know him personally, but you know how beef in hip hop, it don't stay private. It feels it's part of the business. It comes out. You never heard about no beef with Slay and nobody. You heard about Flex having beef with people.
Chris Lightly signed him. Chris Lightly, part of Violator, was the one that signed him, and this is how Street Sweeper began.
Well, yeah, Chris Lightly was a legend in his own time as well.
Yeah,
he was a legend in his own time. But keeping the K Slay, that dude, you never heard I have never heard anybody have a bad word to say about him.
I haven't either.
Having known some people that know him personally and work with him, I've never heard anybody say anything but less than positive about that brother. So to have a career that long and not have no naysayers, at least none out in public, that shows a respect. Even if you had a problem with him, you had enough respect that you didn't make it public. So if there was, because a lot of cats have beef. I seen the Jay-Z and what's his name? Funk Flex beef. And it was more Flex talking than Jay. Jay don't respond to shit. But a lot of Funk Flex people had beef with Flex. Seen people have beef with Who Kid. People even try to have beef with DJ Drama. With everybody. You never heard no shit like that about Slay. Never. Whether you got to be on the mixtape or not, you didn't hear no noise.
I think too, Slay had enough respect to where he could make or break you too, easily.
But I don't think it was about that. I don't think it was about him having to threaten anybody or say. And I mean, when I mean threaten, I mean not physically, but you'll never get your record played up here, or I'm gonna shut you down, or black bar. I don't think Slay had to do nothing like that. I think people had enough genuine respect for him because he was so respectful of everybody that even if you didn't like something that he was doing, or if you didn't get to participate, or if you weren't selected, if your talent wasn't on the tier of what he was looking for at that time, you still knew, don't come at him negative, come better next time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And there were a few, matter of fact, 50 Cent. 50 posted on his IG where he was talking about being in Slay's kitchen
Mm-hmm.
and Slay telling him, okay, you need to do it like this and not like that. And 50 talking about how he respected him because this is how 50 was trying to get on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
So,
he sing. I ain't gonna say single handedly, but I can honestly say, and I may not know. I don't know all the ins and outs of facts. I don't know these people's personal lives, but from my experience and from my view as a hip hop, as a person studying and watch hip hop, if there was no K Slay, I probably wouldn't know Papoose.
exactly.
You see what I'm saying? I might not
This
know
is
Papoose,
true.
not because Papoose was somewhere waiting on K Slay to put him on, but K Slay recognized Papoose talent and pushed him out
Hmm.
to the front.
And
You
Pap
know,
was
this is Rip Ma's
young.
husband, but Papoose and K Slay were tied at the hip,
Yeah, they were. And I think
tied at the
Pap
hip.
was what, 17, 18 years
Young
old at the
boy, yeah,
time? He was young. He was a
young boy,
kid.
young boy.
Yeah,
But
he was
also, you
good.
got to that speaks to Slay's history in hip hop because he was a young boy when he was a graffiti
Yeah.
artist, and he
Yeah.
saw what young talent and a lot of people get to a certain level and forget about youngsters and forget about the youth. Hip hop is a youth culture.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody in it ain't young. I'm not young, but I'm in hip hop. But people who are truly in hip hop, they look for that youth energy.
You fucking pioneer that shit, though. I tell you that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn right. So, yo, rest in peace to K Slay, brother. You will be missed. Like they say, the drummer king is in the building,
Yep,
and we
yep,
will
yep.
miss you. Definitely, definitely. Um,
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
And let's give mad shout outs to his family and with the fan base
yes,
And Hot
blessings to them.
97.
and in Hot 97. Y'all have our condolences from over here from the
Yes, sir.
HoodCast. And
Yes, sir. Everybody, show your respect for K Slay. I wanted to get that drop so bad. I didn't get a chance to look for it today, but that
I
drop was
couldn't find
legendary.
it.
Whenever you heard the drama king is in the building, you knew it was about the mix was about to be crazy.
And he had the best mixes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you don't get to be where he was with that kind of respect. A lot of MCs, you can tell them shit in the studio, and they be like, But when you've been there and done that, and they know you've been there and done that, they listening. Like 50 say, you listening.
Slay was at a car show in Miami. And of course, they have the after parties. This was 20 years ago at least. And Slay got up there in the booth and Slay did a mix. And when I tell you the whole mood, the whole vibe inside the club shifted to where the whole place went crazy. And you're in Miami. So
Right.
you got to look at the time, the era that you're in, where you're dealing with Luke, you dealing with Trina, you dealing with Trick,
Drake,
but you got Slay in there, and
New
he done
York
bought
DJ.
New York. A New York DJ done came in there, and you got them done left Trick and Trina, but you got Rue, you got Jay, you got all this New York mixture in with Miami, but he was able to bring all that together.
Nuts.
It
Nuts.
went crazy. Went
I know.
crazy.
It's not a lot of DJs that can do that. A
It's
lot of
not.
DJs got their lane and that's what they're in. If you feel that, that's what you ride with. But a true turntablist, them motherfuckers can well, a mixologist. Because some people are turntablists, they're great with tricks, but they're not good at selecting records. A
No.
good club DJ can change your mood, get you up, sit you down, make you dance, make you talk, whatever. Biz Markie was probably one of the best in my opinion. I saw Biz
Yeah.
Markie at the Opera in DC a couple times, and Biz was famous for only giving you the first verse, maybe get to the hook, and he would have your ass jumping. Like his set might be an hour, but that shit would feel like two. You'd be so soaking wet by the time his set was over. And Slay had that same power, the same ability,
Hmm.
and would break records. A lot of DJs are afraid to
Yeah.
break records. Slay wasn't that dude.
He was
He would
the
break
first
them,
one to play Ether.
breaking records. He'll break them. Like, not wait till everybody say it's hot, then start playing it. No,
Hmm.
recognize it's hot and make you recognize it's hot. And that's the mark of a good ass DJ. And
Right.
Slay was a master at that. So um, we can go on for days about this brother, but I gotta
Yeah.
say, God bless him. God bless his family. He will be missed. And Drama King is in the building forever.
Yep.
Forever. All right, y'all. It's tax day.
Boy, isn't it?
I went to see
You know
my good
what?
friends at H&R Block, and I'll just say
Ooh,
this.
why?
Why? Because your boy got
H&R
tax
Block.
complication. Yeah, I don't know who you go see, but I got to go see other people.
You know what? I just feel like when you get ready to do your taxes, particularly me being in the tax bracket that I'm in, light some candles, play some soft music.
You sitting on a pillow, ain't
Yes,
you?
give me something to drink first.
Is it hurt?
Yeah,
Very much
I
so.
need that. I need that. I need that little round shit they give you when you go get the hemorrhoid surgery.
Yeah.
I need something to sit on.
Y'all remember the
They
last
ain't kissing.
segment?
Y'all stop the bag. They ain't kissing and fondling on you and touching
Listen,
on
I'm
you.
smoking.
They
I blew.
fucking.
Listen, in
This
the
is about
words of
fucking.
Cokie, I blew an O-ring. Just exhaust. Just
Yo, I'm gonna
my
tell y'all
feelings are
something.
hurt.
All women out there, nobody's pecker is bigger than Uncle Sam's because he get it to you.
He
I
gonna give it
swear.
to
He
you.
gonna give it to
I
you.
was
You
asking
can't tell you
earlier.
what he got.
Do he get off? I mean, do he ever bust one? I mean, fuck.
No,
He don't. He don't
doesn't.
stop. He
Yeah.
just keep going.
And it has spikes on it.
Yeah, Uncle Sam is on the mushrooms and shit. That
And
motherfucker
he
got
got
8 hour high. He don't quit. He
spikes
just
on his shoes too.
yeah.
And then
Yo,
here's what killed me. Even if I long form and itemize,
yeah. He give you the long stroke and itemize.
yes,
You're like, yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
so
like
you
it
thought
when
you give me more details and I would stop?
he'll grab it by the back of your neck and hold you there.
yeah,
Now,
I have a
now,
bald spot right now.
Uncle Sam, he cover your mouth and your nose.
Yeah. And he'll tell you, you better not die, motherfucker. I need you to pay. You better not die. If you die, I kill you.
Uncle
If you die,
Sam,
I kill you, motherfucker.
when you get that Social Security number when you're born, as soon as they'll assign it to you, that's your share of American debt.
That's your auction right there.
You
And
finna
you know
pay
what
it.
gets me? I'm one of those people that I have OCD about it because like I have everything. You asked for it, I got it. And I still owe you.
Right.
Like how?
like Big said, man. Once you born, that Social Security number hit you. Shit, Uncle Sam been printing on you.
Yeah. He's like, here's your share of the debt, son. You be like, but I don't own none of these roads and none of these airports. I don't even fly. Why am I paying taxes?
No, that's
No,
one
no.
entity on this planet.
That's one entity. And he's right.
That on this planet that imprints on everybody. He imprints.
Everybody.
He don't just.
But
He
you
don't
know what? But
Wait.
it does imprint on everybody, but it has a different impact on different people. I had a discussion with a friend of mine one time. Well, he became a friend of mine. And the comment he made was, well, the Bible says everybody's not created equal. And I immediately stopped him and said, well, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, well, people always say everybody should have the same opportunities, but everybody don't have the same skills and same talent. I said, listen to me. We don't all have the same money.
No,
but
we
if
don't.
America's promise is equal opportunity for all, then we should all have equal opportunity. But you can't tell me a child that's in a school that has substandard books, substandard equipment, doesn't have internet access at home, has the same opportunity as a child that's in there with smart boards and iPads.
Which is true.
All that good shit. He's got high-speed internet at home. Those are two different kids living in two different Americas. And the problem is they will tell you that the facilities in your school is based on the tax base of your community.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
So people in higher tax brackets, they school have nice shit. People in lower tax brackets, they school sometimes be a little crappy. But
this is why no child left behind was implemented, where you can move your child like chess pieces.
Here's the trick. Now, those people in those much higher tax bracket, those multimillionaires and billionaires, they figure out a way to not pay any taxes.
Trump.
So if you're paying zero taxes, why your school so much better if you're paying so little in taxes? Meanwhile, the nurse, teacher's aide, the teacher, fireman, the middle income, the under $250,000 a year income people are paying the highest amount of taxes.
Yeah, we are.
And sometimes their schools don't get the same quality. So you make more money. Your community, your neighborhood may have a larger, higher tax base, but a large percentage of people in there aren't paying the quote unquote their fair share because they can afford these accountants and these tax shelters and these other things that hide a large percentage of their money. Meanwhile, their schools get great facilities. The folks who can't afford that are paying a higher amount of taxes, a larger percentage of their income. I'll say that, a larger percentage of their income. So, but their large percentage of their income is still considered lower total amount than these people in this high income community. So they got less money and their kids are getting less opportunity. Does that sound fair to you?
Man,
It don't sound like everybody's getting equal
And you know
opportunity.
what kills me about it is we drive that home. You know, you go to school, you graduate, you go to college, you become a success because you have this money. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's great to be able to get a bill via email or by mail and have the money in the bank to be able to pay that bill and not be in quote unquote debt. But when you turn around and when it comes to something like taxes, I owe you? Really?
Yeah, because you're not paying enough out of each paycheck. But I'm gonna tell you what's even worse.
But I've been buying shit all week long. Shit, I've been
Exactly.
fucking ass all week long.
And guess what's on that?
Goddamn, $3, goddamn, let's go get these motherfuckers.
Earlier today, Kokomo was like, that's why you need to keep all your receipts, all of them, and tell them this is taxes I paid on all the shit I bought, on the gum, on the shoes. Here go the taxes I paid. Can I get that shit
and
back?
then you look at your gas prices,
Tax.
you know, a pack of somebody on Facebook posted a picture of a family pack of Tyson chicken wings. It was like $23.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, when you sit here,
God damn it.
you
Oh,
know,
chicken
the
high as
dollar
fuck now.
the Dollar Tree is not even $1 anymore. It's $1.25.
They ain't got the 99
know,
cent menu no more.
And
then,
you in that shit. The 99-cent menu gone.
yeah, it's
Big
gone.
Big
But watch this though. Okay, to quote unquote eat the way that me and Koki do, it's a lot higher.
Mm-hmm.
Skyrocketed. But you can sit up here and feed a family of 5 for under $20 from one of the grease palaces easily.
That's because they want your broke ass to die eating that shit.
Right. Because guess what? High blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol drives the pharmaceutical company. It's all a game.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like I said last HoodCast, motherfuckers give you just enough food to stay alive long enough to keep working, to contribute to high on your taxes, but not long enough for you to live a healthy retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They want you to die early. I don't want you around 65, 70. I need your ass to be checking out.
Grab your bags and check the fuck
Get
on
your
out.
ass out of here.
But
I got
my
these
thing is
commercials
this.
going for your ass with all this milk and cheese and gluttony and all this old shit that's piled up on there. You want to go buy that shit, and that shit is.
And you know what always bothered me? You know what always bothered me is that, you know, you have these pharmaceutical companies, they go into the laboratory and they go and they try to cure this one thing, and then they find out, okay, this doesn't cure this, but the side effect is, oh, this helps with erectile dysfunction.
You know what though? Before you go any further, let
Oh
me pick
God.
back off there.
Let me pick it back off your erectile dysfunction.
Let me pick it back off there a little bit. Though when I hear those commercials and they say that this, that, and the other could happen to you, in my mind, I'm be like, you know what? This shit happened to people for them to know.
Of course.
This shit actually. You have actually, motherfucker have actually couldn't control their bowel move and they just dropping turds and didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, anal leakage is the number one side effect of everything. You ever notice that shit? They'll run down the whole list and then they'll get to that last one. It'll be anal leakage. I'll be like, nope.
Anal leakage.
or the ultimate one is like could cause death. I'm like, why is this even on the market?
Hey,
Could cause death?
died though. Somebody died, but somebody
died.
Somebody signed a piece of paper. Hey, we can't even put that shit up.
Go ask Mr. Hickenbottom how many people got anal leakage from pharmaceutical from his company.
We can't even say it's COVID when they sign this shit.
Mr. Hickenbottom, how much anal leakage have you built that big ass wall around your house?
The motherfucker said you will lose control of your ass grip. I'm kidding.
May extremely relax your muscles.
Right, I'm gonna tell you like this. Senator Johnson, I took y'all shit, and if my ass clamps don't stop working, and I'm saying I wear a diaper, I'm coming for you.
Listen.
That you goddamn, I choose violence. I'm telling you.
What about when you
grip stop? I'm choosing violence, goddamn it.
What about when you halfway sleep in the middle of the night and your ass and you gotta take a shit right then and your ass cheeks don't work right then?
You can't even fart no more.
You can't.
Because if you fall,
let's ask a question. That is out the question.
Lord have mercy.
That is out the
Well,
question. Don't
this
think
has
it's
been
light.
a health educational hoodcast. Y'all ready to
Don't
play some
think it's
music?
light.
oh
If
yeah,
something can't be light,
definitely need to play something.
hey. But you would press that motherfucker and clamp that bitch. Now, if that ain't working,
Yo,
Let's play some music,
oh
y'all.
my God, I damn near spotted on myself.
we'll be right back.
Oh, shit.
At the end of the day. At the end of the day, most of these niggas be so fucking fake. Most of these bitches be so fucking fake. Talk behind backs and then smile in your face. Can't let nobody put food on my plate. I got no friends, I got friends in the bank. Bitch, I'm too solid, can't fold, I can't break. I got myself at the end of the day. Look, at the end of the day, most of these niggas be so fucking fake. Most of these bitches be so fucking fake. Talk behind backs and then smile in your face. Can't let nobody put food on my plate. I got no friends, I got friends in the bank. Bitch, I'm too solid, can't fold, I can't break. I got myself at the end of the day. Look. At the end of the day, I don't trust them cause these niggas be fake. I don't trust them cause these bitches be snake. Leveled up, I put my feelings away. Down on my luck, so I did it on faith. Down on them bus till I found me a way. I used to get it and make sure they straight. Till I notice no one make sure I'm straight. Till I notice no one care about my day. Huh, fake nigga get out my face. Huh, fake bitch get out my face. Huh, I put a bitch in a place. I was just starving, had to get it regardless. Niggas ain't give me a plate. I was just drowning, and these niggas was clowning like I wasn't gonna be straight. I don't care if my sister, my brother, my nigga, my dog, my uncle, my cousin. I got this shit out the mud, all by myself, I don't owe no one nothing. They say they really got you and that they love you, but that shit don't really mean nothing. These niggas really be bluffing. At the end of the day, I'm 100. At the end of the day, most of these niggas be so fucking fake. Most of these bitches be so fucking fake. Talk behind backs and then smile in your face. Can't let nobody put food on my plate. I got no friends, I got friends in the bank. Bitch, I'm too solid, can't fold, I can't break. I got myself at the end of the day. Look, at the end of the day, most of these niggas be so fucking fake. Most of these bitches be so fucking fake. Talk behind backs and then smile in your face. Can't let nobody put food on my plate. I got no friends, I got friends in the bank. Bitch, I'm too solid, can't fold, I can't break. I got myself at the end of the day. Look.
I hope you don't play. I have them dead by the end of the day. I need my money now, no, I can't wait. Yeah, I see the envy and hate on their face. Don't get out of line, put you back in your place. Why would you say you get hit in your face? I used to be bro, I came up, made a way. Just had to stay down, now them M's on the way. Tell her we just fucking, and now we can't date. Nuh-uh. Yeah, I put fear in their face with no gun. Free all my niggas, they locked down with no bud. Trap out the iPhone, no Samsung. In the streets, I went platinum with no song.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
What? Made a few mistakes trying to chase the bag. Trying to reconcile for everything I had. Sitting wishing I could change the past. With 10,000 cash trying to make it last. Niggas gotta eat and I ain't knocking it. Cause I always kept something I could profit with. Wasn't too keen with the compliments. I had to move like everybody was the opposite. Looking for a handout, well nigga this is not it. I always came through tripping on some pop shit. So let him pop shit, he get socked quick. I'ma ride or die for whoever that I rock with. Mama said that change is a process, so the more coke, the more paper you profit. And giving up, that was never an option. It's just hard when you got a lot of shit on your conscience.
Nobody more problems. Money is solve all my problems. I had to go get off the block, stand over the stove, whipping the pot. Nobody more problems. Money is solve all my problems. I had to go get off the block, stand over the stove, whipping the pot.
I'll meet you anywhere that you wanna go and tell you anything that you wanna know. cause I ain't got nothing to hide. I never hid from the past, I ain't stuck in my pride. Had to learn to relax and just let shit ride. Cause when I look at my kids, I see me in their eyes. Either my son or my daughter, I could never decide. I just make sure they have a better life than mine. That's why I write these rhymes, to recite these lines. Yeah, it took me some years, but I got nicer with time. Mama wipe my tears, cause she don't like me to cry. That's why I keep me a pistol, cause she don't want me to die. And what's said through this pen is what I'm feeling inside. Cause it gets harder when your feelings collide. Always go for your dreams, it don't matter the size. Cause anybody can make it, it all depends on your drive.
No money, more problems. No money, more money is solve all my problems. I had to go get off the block, stand over the stove with whipping the pot. No money, more problems. No money, more money is solve all my problems. I had to go get off the block, stand over the stove with whipping the pot. The block is hot, the block is hot. I made it out the mud, rose to the top. I did all my dirt all by myself. I made it out the ghetto.
Ride it down for the cause on my people's sake.
Money is all my problem.
Yo, we have returned to the third and the final segment of Hood Tech Presents the HoodCast, baby.
What up, people? We back.
We back in this bitch. You
We
see
ain't
what
gonna
I'm
run
saying?
long tonight.
Right. Tax season, baby.
Tax season. If you have not filed, you are late. Get those extensions in, my people.
Right. I guess Big said it don't hurt for long. Go get you a pillar for preparation action.
Yeah, when you file that thing, go on, light you a candle, get your glass of wine, turn on Netflix and chill.
Right.
Because you about to get it. You about to get it. I'm always amazed at my friends who's be like, man, I'm getting $5,000 back. And I'm like,
I would love to be one of those human beings.
Work at? How are you getting $5,000 back?
You know what it was? That is the people who have children.
Treasury.
I'm gonna tell you something. That's some bullshit too. Because I can honestly tell you, one year I paid $12,000 in daycare, and my child tax credit got me back a grand total of $950. And I was hot. I told them niggas, y'all finna start keeping yourselves. I'm locking the door. Y'all gonna be in the house with Cheetos on the floor and soda. Goddamn it, no more daycare for you niggas. It's gonna be some blocks, some Lincoln Logs,
It really
and a bag
has.
of Cheetos.
It
Staying
really
home by
does
yourself.
have. One thing that I've learned is it really has to do with how much you make a year and
How much they deduct.
Yeah, and your deductions and your
Yeah.
expenditures. It just does.
If you don't, if you claim like the maximum and you aren't getting that much taken out, you're gonna pay for it at the end of the year.
And
But
the
if you
thing
need all
about
your
it
check
is-
like I do,
Claim zero.
no, so you claim zero, you're gonna have a fucking hell of a tax bill.
I mean, if you claim zero, not even yourself, and then pick yourself up at the end of the year, that's how people be doing.
But you know what though? The thing
know how
about
that
it is,
work,
I will say this: before I finished
you
college,
getting audited for that shit.
Mhm.
He don't care. He have nowhere. We know Jim like a hustler here.
But before I
Be
finished
sad.
college, I actually saw more money in terms of refund. I never owed before I finished college.
See, I got two of my sons graduating from college, and I got two in, and I can't claim everybody no more. So
Because you can't even do that. You can't even do that credit where if you spent anything on them while they were in college.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Dude, Trump changed the tax laws. I can't
shit.
put it all on Trump, but he changed it a lot.
He
'Cause
changed it a lot.
I had to fill out another without getting too much of my business. I had to fill out a form I hadn't filled out in a long time, and that motherfucker had changed. And I was like, what is this?
Oh, they want you to, like, if you own any Bitcoin, if you own any stock,
Right.
they want you to put that down there now.
I mean, they been wanted that though. I thought they been wanted that.
Well, I will say this: if you're getting some bread, if you can get you a tax shelter, if you can get you a Roth IRA, if you can get something that you can get a pre-tax deposit into it, get that shit. so we can make you some money and lower your income so that your taxes is not so high at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, I will say this also. Read the disclaimer. This is not a financial advice show. Go get a tax professional. I did. It saved me. It cost me some money, but I tell you what, I have been fucking my taxes up for so long. Especially remember when we was doing the shows, G-Mac? When early before we even started doing the actual shows, the music shows, I used to do comedy shows. And those club owners are some dirty motherfuckers. They some dirty motherfuckers. They some dirty motherfuckers. They will claim your. Go ahead.
Did y'all hear? Speaking of taxes, you know how people were getting those stimulus checks, those
Mm-hmm.
stimulus payments, and I kept telling people, I said at the end of the year, that $1,400, that $2,500, that $300 a month that everybody was getting, I said that's
Are you
gonna
talking
come
about the
back to.
unemployment?
The additional unemployment, yeah. You talk all the stimulus checks.
The stimulus checks and the additional employment. I said, when you get ready to file taxes, this gonna come back to bite you.
Yep.
So you know how like H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt, and some of these other tax places, you would get that tax loan. So when your actual income tax check comes in, the tax company would keep it. So you had all these people $6,000, $7,500 tax checks. Okay, they would get the tax checks and they would cash it. And what would happen was because of that money that they got during the year, it would significantly reduce the amount of money that they were supposed to get in taxes. So they start getting letters saying, "Hey, you
We
owe
held
H and
on.
R Block now.
Right.
You got that $7,500 check when in actuality your taxes was $2,500 or $3,000."
Your return, you mean?
Yeah,
What they were
your
gonna get back.
where
Right.
you actually gonna get back. So now you have H&R Block and some of these other companies having issues now because they have released these loans to these people.
Right. I never got no
But
loans. Give me my money. That's all I want.
Yeah. I
yeah,
never did that shit. I never.
Give my
Don't give me
motherfucker.
no advance. Just let me get what I'm supposed to get.
Right.
I'm not fucking with
right.
that because you end up in debt. And some you end. I mean, it's so many trickery ways. Like those payday loan options, them shits, boy. What's the
I used to be a
WeFixMoney.com?
manager when that ain't nothing but legal loan sharking. Shit,
Yep,
that's
legal
all
loan
it is.
sharking. Legal
Mhm.
loan sharking. They get
It
up in
is,
your
and then
ass with that
your
shit.
your interest rates on that and all that other
And
stuff,
they got your bank account information. They can take it right out.
Really,
and they can take it right out.
really. See, like I said, I was a manager of one over there in Southwest Little Rock, and this is how it is. But you had to buy it back. Like let's just say, when you came and I gave you a loan, and your loan was for your check, $1,500. All right. Well, you got to buy that back just for you to even have some money. We gonna get that. Then you can buy it
What's a
back. It's called a buyback, which
Buy
is
the loan back,
for you can get you some money.
so you can pay the 1,500 plus interest.
Yeah.
right.
Because you don't gave them the 1,500,
Mm-hmm. But you still
so
owe the
you need
interest.
some more money. It's a buyback. Yeah,
Oh
so
my god!
all
I
the
remember
time.
when I was a little kid, I got caught up in the pawn shop hustle. Get broke, need some money for the weekend. I go pawns. I used to have this little
Oh,
name. I used to have this little name ring and a matching bracelet when I was a kid. I'm talking like 18, 19 years old. And me and Dre was, my boy Dre was running around DC, doing whatever we could do to eat. And the weekend come around, and we used to. I mean, when I get me wrong, we was some working motherfucker. We had like 3 or 4 jobs and 2 or 3 side hustles on top of them. So our money was always coming in, but we was young, so that shit was going out as fast as it was coming in. And every now and then I have to find myself up on 14th Street, and I pawn my fucking ring, pawn my fucking my bracelet, so I have some money for the weekend to kick it. Then when I get paid again, I go back and buy the shit back. Well, after about a year doing it, I looked up and saw how much money I had been giving them motherfuckers, like $125 for $100, and I'm doing that shit twice a month. You see what I'm saying? So I'm dropping these bitches $50 a month basically to get
no,
my own shit back, to turn back
Get your
around and
stuff back.
repawn it. By the end
no
of the year,
less.
I done ran up $600. I done gave them
You have bought
$600.
your stuff 3 times over.
I could have bought more, at least bought more shitty ass jewelry that I don't want to do.
That's another thing that I'm glad I never got into. Because when I buy something, I buy it to stay unless that shit break. I think I maybe pawn one PlayStation. That was the first PlayStation. After that shit, no, you ain't give my PlayStation.
Here's the thing though. I the last time I pawned it, shortly thereafter, things got a little better for me and Dre financially, and I forgot to go get that motherfucker back and lost it.
Oh wow.
I lost it, and I went back to get it. I remembered it. Like I was like cleaning up in my old apartment or some shit. Found the little pawn slip. I was like, oh shit. So I went down there, and dude was like, bro, that shit been gone for like a year. I'm looking at the date on a pawn ticket. It was like a year old. He's like, man, that shit been gone. He was like, and the thing was, the ring had my name on it. So I'm walking around looking for a nigga with my name on his hand. Like, who bought my ring? Who would go buy a ring with another nigga's name on it unless we had the same name?
They will, unless you have the same name.
Yeah.
It really is. And the motherfucker don't even give a damn. Hey, it's motherfuckers that wear somebody else's shirt to the club with their name on that motherfucker. They don't give
Boy.
They don't give a fuck. But I was 18, 19. You know how me and Dre was running around DC back then. So it was just like, whatever. And it was always like, money would be like this.
Because y'all trying to party.
Oh, we was partying. We was living.
Right.
We was young kings in the street. And
young kings in the street.
We was young kings in the street. Like they say, the children were angry and the world was unaware. Goddamn.
Y'all had those money making stores back in the day. We fucked off for a lot of money.
Yeah, fucked off a lot of money.
Right. Hey guys, when is the appropriate time when you meet somebody to have oral sex? When is the appropriate time? I mean,
we already answered that question. What'd you say? 90 days?
Yeah.
Jen?
90
Jen
days.
said 90 days?
Yeah.
90 days appropriate. I want to know when
that's to give some. That was to give it. I guess that's all in one.
Yes, it is. Because
Well,
why
let me
give and
ask
not
you this.
receive?
Let me ask
Cokie,
when
we
you
talking
meet
about
somebody.
taxes. This nigga said oral sex. I don't understand. How do we get here? How do we get here?
I mean,
it's Kokomo shit.
It's Kokomo. Oh, see, that square over there is a whole nother show.
Right.
Y'all, a whole nother show.
I mean,
Kokie. Okay.
This is like James
we gotta
Brown
get Kokie
said,
his own show.
Y'all want to talk about my taxes? Taxes.
He want to know when you gonna suck this. Anyway, so let's get the random statements, y'all. Kokie like fuck taxes. I want to know when I'm getting this.
I want to know when.
And remember the question for the day, y'all. Would you date
a conjoined twin? Especially if the one and a half of them is racist. All right, let's get to random statements, y'all.
One can suck your dick and one can suck your balls. They get both of them at the same time.
Well, I don't. How does that work? Okay, all right, stop. We going. Y'all look at Jen.
That would be nice.
She is disgusted and confused.
Oh yeah.
So
you gotta have two heads.
Okay, all right. So random statements, y'all. Let's get to these random statements before y'all go off the deep end. Good God, I'm thinking Jen's mom's not listening tonight. Is your uncle listening? He probably listening, ain't saying nothing. he probably thinking, oh, how does that? Anyway, Jen, since you're the most disgusted member tonight, can you again start with your random statement, please?
Turn your wounds into wisdom.
Oh, God damn it! I remember that for tax season next year. I got a wound. It is festering and pussing. I got a wound that is just not gonna heal till December. I tell you what, I'm gonna be a Salvation Army tomorrow, boy. I am donating so much shit. My write-off was gonna be the car I'm leaning on. I'm about to donate that bitch to we buy any cars. I'm about to donate.
Damn.
Fuck it. What's that cars for kids? They about to get something from me. Yes, sir. All right, Kokie, what's your random statement?
My random statement is turn your head if you don't want to watch.
Oh, God.
I've been telling, hey, yo.
Turn your head if you don't want to watch. I guess
Or
that
move your head if you don't want it to hit
it goes for the other head on the shoulder.
Yeah,
Turn your
Or move your head if you don't want it to hit you. What?
I'm coming on swinging.
Hey, Biggs. You know that movie Morpheus came? Morbius, I'm sorry, came out.
Has anybody seen that? You saw it?
I seen it last night. It's straight. It's straight.
I'm
How
gonna go
fast
see it.
he was moving on them bullets and shit.
Okay,
Hey, baby
I wanna go
girl.
see it.
Yo.
So is that your random statement, G-Mac? Turn your head if you don't want to get hit.
I'm going over him. Just
Oh, okay. All right, so since the boss goes last, I'll give you my random statement. Like they said, I was watching the French Dispatch last night, and he said something that I thought was really funny. But he said the children are grumpy. The children are grumpy. And I think that's true. I think the world is grumpy right now. Everybody's a little grumpy. We all a little pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, the children are grumpy. All right, G-Mac, what you got?
I'm gonna end the show with a Bible verse. Bible verse.
Gee, pull out your Bible. We definitely got to fact check this.
No, you ain't.
Get your book. It's gonna catch on fire when he say it, but go ahead.
Wow.
Go ahead, G-Mac, with this Bible verse.
Motherfucker. Do you know what Bible is? You know how to spell it, motherfucker? So you
Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Keep going.
She hit you with that. Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Isaiah 54, verse 17. No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Amen.
Ever, baby. You see
Amen.
no matter what you're going through in this world, be your own weapon. Goddamn it, be the bigger gun. Oh, that nigga got a 4-4. You a shotty. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
And in the second part, if you don't want to shoot you,
move out the way. All right, y'all. With that,
thank y'all for both of you.
From a Bible verse, this is the HoodCast. It has been HoodCast 261 tax day, people.
4 arms.
That's only 2 arms. She only got 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 heads.
That's even worse. God damn.
And she don't share no organs. I don't know how that works.
Right. Damn.
Anyway, I actually met some famous conjoined twins in a bus stop in Philly, but that's a whole nother show.
Like that, they only had 2 arms?
No, their heads were connected.
Oh.
Anyway.
No, the head was right over here. Like, bitch,
no, it wasn't like that. Let's go, y'all. We out of here. Thank y'all for joining us. HoodCast 261. This is it. It's a wrap. Hope you filed your taxes.
Yo, snap.
Motherfuckers.
Oh, snap. Thank y'all, world. Have a very hood day.
Peace.
Have a good day. HoodTech presents the HoodCast. HoodTech presents the HoodCast.